Moshe Lavi joins us. He's been on the show before. If you've seen him on the show, and here he is, you know that his brother-in-law is among those who was taken hostage and still, we presume, right, Moshe, being held hostage. You have any update, or have you heard anything about your brother-in-law?
Sadly, we haven't heard any update. The last we've heard was in November, late November, during the previous round of release of hostages, when some of the hostages reported they saw him. So we have no confirmation about his status for the past 8 weeks. But we do know that he was seen alive then, and we hope that he's still well and alive.
Right, because these reports that have been coming out are just disheartening, to put it mildly. We talked about it earlier, about the Israeli intelligence report that a number of these hostages have been confirmed to have been killed, or according to Israeli intelligence, but they've talked to those families. The good news, obviously, for you is that you have not received a phone call like that, so you still have hope. But we were talking to Gershon Baskin, who's a hostage negotiator, earlier in the show, and I want to play for you what he said, because his point was basically, listen, time is of the essence here. We really got to get moving on this. Here's what he said.
Every day, these hostages are left in Gaza as a risk to their lives, either from the Israeli bombing or from executions by Hamas themselves. And this is what's happening. And this is why Israel has to bring them home as soon as possible if we don't want to have 136 bodies to bring home.
What would you say about that, Moshe, in terms of, is the government of Israel doing enough, handling this right, has the sense of urgency that's needed?
I think the Israeli government is doing what it needs to do, which is negotiating with Hamas through relevant stakeholders like Qatar and the US. We receive updates about it. We also meet policymakers from all the relevant stakeholders as families, including Qatar, including officials here in the US, and of course with our Israeli representatives in the government. I think the problem lays with Hamas, which today provided a response that, at least according to President Biden, is impossible for Israel to accept.
Right.
And to be honest, I don't know if the government can do more. I do know that it needs to continue and voice our plea for the release of the hostages. We need to continue and reaffirm its commitment that it is a primary objective, because some members of the government from the more radical right are not doing that. And that's something we demand as families.
So there's even, there's been criticism of Netanyahu, the prime minister who we just showed there, but you're saying that the voices even further to the right than him in Israeli politics is where you have the issue.
Yeah, I think Prime Minister showed and reaffirmed his commitment for the release of the hostages as a primary objective. We see what is being done in the name of the Israeli government in the negotiations table. But I think they need to, the policymakers in Israel, in the US, all around the world, need to ensure that what they say is scrutinized. We need to ensure that they're not harming negotiations, and keep reaffirming their commitment to sanctify life, to bring the hostages home, to bring my brother-in-law Omri home. Yeah. Because that needs to be above any other objective.
Could you refresh our memory before you leave about your own personal story? I remember the first time you came in here and told us about it, but you were, and obviously your thoughts are with your brother-in-law and the other hostages, but this upended your life as well. Hadn't you just, you had a new job and a new life, and now it's this. You'd come here to New York. Refresh us on your own personal story if you can.
Yeah, I can't believe we need to speak again, to be honest. We've met early on when the conflict started after Hamas invaded Israel and kidnapped my brother-in-law, Omri. I just moved to New York in September. I graduated from Wharton in May, was with my family in September, moved here, started a new job as a management consultant, and then this happened. And ever since, I need to learn new skills like being diplomat in a way, being a politician in a way, create content for the public to know who is Omri. So we create videos, we try and send messages, we speak to the public in events, in community events, in rallies. This has been my life and the life of my family, of my sister Lishai, who just spoke this weekend in Tel Aviv in front of thousands of people. But we keep on doing that, and we'll keep on doing that until they return home, because we need to remind as policymakers that the issue of the hostages is humanitarian, time is of the essence, and every second in captivity is eternity. We need Omri back. We need all the hostages back before it's too late.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.